We move very aggressively on issues, and I could not, as governor, ask for a better attorney general to be at my side as the two of us try to make Virginia safer and do the things that we need to do. I remember during our campaign, toward the end, I diverted some resources from my campaign to the attorney generals because I realized, folks, how important it is to have an attorney general at your side who believes in doing the right things, who can support an administration to move Virginia forward, and we wouldn't be there today were it not for our great attorney general. So I thank Mark Herring for the leadership that he has shown. And of course, to all the law enforcement personnel who are here with us today, our Commonwealth's attorneys who are here with us today, to Alan and Barbara Parker, once again, we have spent a tremendous amount of time together with the Parker family. Our hearts go out to the Parker family, as well as to the Ward family today, and to everybody who has been a victim of some type of gun violence. As a parent, and Dorothy and I were joined by the First Lady today, I speak for every parent. You just can't imagine what you would have to go through if you had to bury a son or daughter. It is something you never, ever could get over. And I just want to thank Alan and Barbara for being here today, and thank you for the leadership you have shown after such a traumatic event in your family's life. So give the Parkers a great round of applause. I also want to thank Lori Haas, who has been, I don't think we have a better advocate in the country, in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Laura Haas has been out there from day one after the Virginia Tech massacre, and her voice has been heard each and every single day in her leadership on making sure that we are promoting common sense gun restrictions to make our country safer. So I do want to thank you, Lori Haas, for the tremendous leadership. And once again, I do want to say something, folks, and to the men and women who are standing behind me, who each and every day put on that uniform and go and hit the streets to keep our communities safe. You all have heard me talk about the tremendous economy that we have going on here in the Commonwealth of Virginia today. You saw some great numbers yesterday. A big part of that is because we have safe communities. And the reason for that, these men and women behind us, and I'm so proud of the folks who are here, and I'm so proud. I see John Jones, head of the sheriffs. When I ran for governor, I promised you we would end this, what I thought was a very unfortunate situation where we had about 1,100 deputy sheriffs in the Commonwealth of Virginia who were on food stamps. I vowed as governor to end that, and I'm proud that we got legislation done, and not one single sheriff today is on food stamps. So thank you for your leadership on that. What I would ask once again, though, folks, is let's give a standing ovation to the men and women in uniform all across the Commonwealth of Virginia who make our community safe. And they're all standing here today, folks, because we are all in agreement. We all speak with one voice about what we need to do here in the Commonwealth of Virginia to keep our communities safe. As you know, Virginia has a prominent and tragic place in the history of high-profile acts of gun violence in our country. As Senator Kaine will attest to very shortly, I am not the first Virginia governor that has had to face the heavy duty of comforting parents who have lost daughters and sons because of senseless and preventable mass shootings. But after getting to know the families and friends still grieving the loss of Allison Parker and Adam Ward, let me be clear. I would very much like to be the last governor that has to do this. I am sure that the governors in Oregon and South Carolina, Connecticut, Colorado, and other states that have experienced mass shootings share my desire that these shocking events do not become a routine part of our jobs. Just as important, I believe there is a growing recognition by leaders at the federal and state levels that deaths from individual incidents of gun violence are equally unacceptable. While those daily crime statistics receive less notice, the list of citizens killed by firearms grows each and every day. And as we know, it's a disproportionate share of the African American community. And I do want to thank the ministers who we have here today from different African American churches. If you could give them a great round of applause and thank them for the work that they do. There are many things